State Cabinet decides to conduct local bodies election excluding Imphal Municipal Corporation on June 5 and Panchayat elections on June 26. Governor Sushri Anushriya Uike launches a 3-day international conference on natural farming for revitalizing environment and resilient agriculture at College of Agriculture, CAU, Imphal. JSC and 6 women's organizations demand Manipur government to hand over AK Nonganba's murder case to National Investigation Agency by March 20, else warns intense agitations. And 13th Assam Rifle team arrested 2 miscreants with suspected heroin number 4 worth around 5 crore 2,80,000 rupees on international market at Himang Bulletin checkpost. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. State Cabinet decides to conduct local bodies election excluding Imphal Municipal Corporation on June 5 and Panchayat election on June 26 this year. The decision was taken during a cabinet meeting led by Chief Minister Nongtham Biren at the Chief Minister's Secretariat in Babupara last evening. The meeting also resolved to issue notification for urban local body election on May 4 and to scheduled May 9 as last date for filing of nomination paper. The State Cabinet also fixed May 12th as the last date for withdrawal of candidature for local urban body election. Election for urban local bodies will be held on May 5 and counting of votes will be held on June 9. Cabinet also decided to issue notification for Panchayat election on May 15 and scheduled May 22nd as last date for filing of nomination paper and May 26 as the last date for withdrawal of candidature. Counting of votes for Panchayat election will be held on June 30. Three-day international conference on the topic natural farming for revitalizing environment and resilient agriculture kicks off at the College of Agriculture, Central Agricultural University, Imphal. Gracing the inaugural function, Manipur Governor Sushri Anushriya Uike said centre has been launching various schemes and initiatives including Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, Parampara Ghar Krishan Vikas Yojana to bring back chemical-free natural farming and to introduce other traditional farming methods. She said that in the past 4 years, central government has invested more than 4,980 lakh rupees till February 4, 2022 on the various schemes. The governor expressed confidence that the international conference will help in finding ways to popularize natural farming to 4.40 million farmers in the country.
इस साल के कृषि बजट में भारत सरकार ने अगले 3 साल में 1 करोड़ किसानों को प्राकृतिक खेती अपनाने हेतु सहायता देने का लक्ष्य रखा है। इसके लिए 10,000 बायो इनपुट रिसोर्स सेंटर देश की विभिन्न भागों में खोले जाएंगे। 3 दिन के अंदर जितना भी जो यहाँ पर एक्सपर्ट हैं देश विदेश से और पूरे कुछ हमारे इंडिया के विशेषज्ञ लोग आए हैं, इस विभिन्न पहलुओं पर गहनता से मंथन करेंगे और कुछ ऐसा उपाय निकालेंगे जिससे प्राकृतिक खेती का विस्तार किया जा सके।
Joint Action Committee formed against the brutal killing of AK Nonganba, a resident of Kwakaithel, Konjingawang Lekai, whose body was found at the Changobung village in Kangpopi district on February 11th, and 6 women's organizations demand Manipur government to hand over the case to the National Investigation Agency, NIA, within 20th of March, failing which they warned of staging intense agitations from March 21st. Leaders of the Poire Leimarol Meirapaibi Apunba Manipur Amkil, Ikald, Wasdev, Kanglamai, Salai and JAC representatives jointly made the decision. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today, Poire Leimarol, the Meirapaibi Apunba Manipur President Longjam Memchobi, said 2 accused in the case, namely Thokchom Sonia from Kwakaithel to Thokchom Laikai and self-styled Deputy Kilonser of NSC and IAM Moses Golmay have been already arrested by police. She maintained that women organizations in the state along with the JAC have been urging Chief Minister Nongthoman Bireen to hand over the case to the NIA. Memchobi lamented that the case has not been handed over to the NIA despite the Chief Minister's assurance to do the same.
Anova khumjana ma changjalanne ba jiu chara ko din ayam nang na do mokoi gi imung gi ma cha du gi da bak ta par ma pi tar ga lai doi ne ba cha do kam ga adu ga tera wa je ni tai gi yum to ko di ma ki lai ga tha doi ne ba cha da ba tak da ba mu ma du gi adu ga ba gi bu di ga si ayam du wa ka da kari do ba da du ai do si bo.
A team of 13th Assam Rifles arrested 2 persons from the mobile vehicle checkpost located at Trimandung along with suspected heroin number 4 worth around 5 crore 2,80,000 rupees in international market. The 2 arrested persons are Thengkhongam Baite, age 57, son of Tongkho Lund Baite from the B. Phaicham of Tuibong subdivision Churachandpur, and Thangnyo Mishio, age 41, son of Thangkholend from the Sengat Thado Veng. 4 kilograms of opium stuffed inside 220 soap cases along with 2 mobile phones, 2 Aadhaar cards were seized from them. They had been handed over to Chakpi Karong police station along with the seized item for further legal action. Police team led by Imphal Police Station officer in charge and Ingocha today conducted anti-leak drive at several places of Nagamapal and Khuyathong. The police team seized 102 bottles of whiskey, 108 beer cans, 5 bottles of rum, 54 litres of local liquor during drive. The seized items had been handed over to excise station for further legal action. Imphal West District Police Commando arrested a person along with 10 cases of Allmang, 2 cases of Royal Steak, 10 cases of Tuborg beer, 25 cases of Kingfisher beer during a raid carried out at Godown and Gari Manning Laikai today. The police team led by Imphal West District Police Commando OC Inspector P. Choba Mete also arrested Laitan Themd Dhananjoy, age 42, son of Eld Ibobi from Kongbalai Shramt Laikai. The arrested person along with seized items were handed over to Excise Department in Lumfelpat. General Secretary of the Manipuri Students Federation MSF T. Rojit says MSF along with another student organization will form Students Anti-Drug Task Force to prohibit drugs in the state. Speaking to media person at this regard at its office in Kwakaitheld, Rojit said the task force will fully support the activities of War on Drug 2.0 and help in fighting drug menace in the state. A public rally will also be organized on March 29 against drug menace.
Palibalengak asina War on Drugs 2.0 Sangsalak iba khongthang kaya si mahiroi lup ani gi makai dagi support tawjari koi ngasi gi leiriba koi gi naha amadi tungi yumbirol akoi gi mahiroi sing drug ta changluba matam da drug na khunais ta saitheng kaya piri khunais ta koi kaya yam na mangali haibase masi drug haibase karino khangdriba naha sing mahiroi sing da drug asi phattaba poni makoi dagi ngak thoknaba asigumba prevention campaign kaya amasu lup ani asina makata na chansin jarakani loinana hanba koi tangkak ama oina laiba kunga mafan kangla dagi lamtha jaraga Thawal district fawba bike rally na paujel puba khongchat ama angthok chagani.
President of Shiv Sena Manipur M. Tombe have submitted a memorandum to Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Sambhaji Sindhe to give special focus for the welfare of farmers, workers, fish farmers and all working class people in the upcoming Gram Panchayat and Jila Parishad election. Speaking to media person in this regard, Senior Vice President Administration of Shiv Sena Manipur M. Tikendra said the memorandum demanded this discussion in Parliament regarding a proper implementation of schemes that would benefit poor workers and also to give special attention to grassroots level elections. Memorandum also contained demand for setting up Northeast in charge to be handled either by a minister or MP. It further urged Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde to write to Manipur Chief Minister Nongthaman Biren regarding all development works taking place in Manipur and also to strengthen relations with BJP-led government in the state.
Yamlaba miyam sing aduna awaba se theng kaya khangliba politician gi oiba grievances kaya leiriwa se ngasi panbiro sarkar asina kupna yengsin biduna laiba MP gi election 2024 da pangthokani haina khanaribam election asidadi lamdam asigi parya singi marakta ke haising matik chaw mioi singbu candidate oina lepchaba yabagi khudong chawdo PB bo ohenbiu haina su Shiv Sena Manipur Pradesh iroinana lamdam adugi parya miyamgi chawrwa matam kuinadagi lawrba lawduna lagleba
Manipur People's Party's President C.S. Shyamjai said MPP will file its candidates in both Manipur outer and inner MP election, which is likely to be held in April 2024. Speaking to media today at MPP office in Imphal, Shyamjai said the party will strive towards making the party win in the election. He is hopeful that MPP will gain recognition if the party gets more than 16% of the votes in the MP election, even if the party fails in winning the election. Speaking further, Shyamjai maintained that MPP is one of the oldest regional political parties in India and the party had formed government for some terms in the past. He lamented that MPP has still no attained recognition, though it is a regional party. He urged the people in strengthening the party. Shyamjai, speaking to media today, slams some people from outside the state for allegedly defaming the image of MPP through media recently. He appealed to all concerned not to repeat such gesture in future.
India की constitution की मतुंगी ना मणिपुर की MP की election से तौरकनी है ना अब था जब ले अदुना हौजी की हरी बा MP election जिदा outer हम से inner की मी था तो चलेगा काबा मंग मौजूद 6% जे कोई फंगन न बोना रहेगा window न होना रहेगा recognition जे हंजन न बोना की नहीं ऐसा सब सानी मधो ऐन कंजरी हौजी मापान दे लेडी बा मरु मापांग सिंह केस ने गांगो सिंह सु था दुख बिरगा मणिपुर पीपल्स पार्टी हिंगन बाय बसे मसिदा अचौबा थौदांग यामिन जे हाय बसे ngasi press की media खुदांगदा ai हाइजरी
State Mission Director Dr. Somodjit Ningombam praised women frontline workers for their tireless contribution in administering COVID-19 vaccine to people during the peak of COVID-19 pandemic. He said their contributions deserved huge respect from the masses. Dr. Somodjit said this at the felicitation of the Women COVID-19 Vaccination Campaign today at the conference hall of Directorate of Family Welfare Services in Imphal, State Health Society, NHM Manipur, Directorate of Family Welfare Services Manipur and the Church Auxiliary for Social Action jointly organized the event. Speaking further, Dr. Somodjit stressed that women in the state have been contributing immensely in sorting any issues. He expressed hope that they will continue to do so in days to come. As a part of the event, 2 ASHA workers and the 3 ANMs were honored with Women Championed on COVID-19 award. Family Welfare Services Director Dr. Zalal Hari Mar, Family Welfare Services Additional Director Dr. O. Sanahanbi, and State Immunization Officer Dr. Chambo Gunmay also graced the occasion.
The amount of work given during these 2 years was, I think, in my whole career of about 25-26 years, it was the maximum, and that gave me a sense of satisfaction afterwards that we were one of the best states in this in the country to manage COVID.
Lungar Village Authority declares that the Fangre, which is Scheduled B land in Ukhrul district, belong to Lungar Village and not to Sihai Village. Speaking to media person in this regard, Secretary of Lungar Village Authority LW Vereso said Lungar Village and the Sihai Village had been fighting in court for ownership of Fangre since 1983, and in 1999 Tangkhul Customary Court declares that the land belonged to Lungar Village. However, in 2019, learned Civil Judge Senior Division Imphal is issued an order declaring that Fangre belonged to Sihai Village. Varesho said that the order was annulled by Learned District Judge Imphal is on February 23 this year. He urged the public not to consider the claim made by Chief of Sihai Village that Fangre is their land.
Public misinterpret pithokre do shiki order the latest order nahan district session court order the CI Fangre have Schedule P Sweetland hanagi try court na CI the possession P re ownership hairambudu lothok P re hujik di Fangre have Schedule P Sweetland di Fangre gi on CI gi ownership oidre haina thokpani si si thokpasi mohoina achumba order du thoktana hanagi try court thokbudu hapsalaga public the misguide to bisi chumde habagi tamak ngisi ikoi press conference the clarification ki tamak lakbi bani.
Tangkhul Katamnao Long expressed happiness and appreciated Manipur government for appointing former Public Works Department PWD Additional Chief Engineer Prem Luikam as the Chief Engineer Building of PWD. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club in Imphal today, President of Tangkhul Katamnao Long Imphal Thansing WS said Prem Luikam is the first Naga to hold PWD Chief Engineer post. He said Naga people in the state were disappointed as government had more often failed to appointing anyone from Naga community for high post in government departments. Thangsing WS expressed contentment that Chief Minister Nongthoman Biren and Works Minister Govindas Gontaujam are working without discrimination. He expressed belief that the newly appointed Chief Engineer will help in bringing progress and peace in the state. Thangsing appealed to extend the retirement age of Chief Engineer Prem Luikam as he has got only 3 months to serve the post before his retirement.
TKLI is elated to know that he is the first Naga community to be the esteemed office of the Chief Engineer in Public Works Department, PWD, Government of Manipur. The union would like to sincerely convey our gratitude to our CM, Sri N. Biren Singh, and Honorable Works Minister, Sri Govindas Gontaujam, for their action-oriented gesture. The deserving engineer has been given due recognition without any biases. We hope that such adequate treatment, irrespective of one's caste, caste or creed, will usher in peace, harmony and prosperity among all the communities in the state.
69th Battalion CRPF Mantripuki today distributed water storage tank to beneficiaries of Mongjam under its ongoing civic action program. Speaking in the program, which was organized by 69th Battalion CRPF along with Mongjam Development Committee, Commandant of 69th Battalion CRPF Manipur Bajrang Lal expressed happiness on being able to provide water tanks to people of Mongjam and also assured other assistance in future. While maintaining that CRPF aims to help the people, Commandant Bajrang Lal further said that CRPF will also consider the proposal of locals of Mongjam to construct a public toilet and playground in the area and also their wish for sewing machines. He maintained that CRPF would take up the work of building a playground in the first stage and further try to provide sewing machines and also build the public toilet in the upcoming schemes. A free health camp was also held in association with State Ayush Directorate as part of the program, which was also attended by Second-in-Command Govardhan Sethi, Second-in-Command Prem Makand, Deputy Commandant Venkatesh, along with volunteers of Mongjant Development Committee and people of Mongjant. Later, 4 solar street lights were also installed at the Kripa Foundation in Koiringi.
हम आपके मददगार हैं, हम आपकी प्रोटेक्शन के लिए हैं, हम आपकी तकलीफ बढ़ाने के लिए यहाँ नहीं हैं। सोसाइटी में जो आज के टाइम में कम्युनिटी पुलिसिंग का जो दौर है, जिस प्रकार से कम्युनिटी को और पुलिस फोर्स को साथ मिलकर के काम करने की जरूरत है, वो एक सभ्य समाज की एक बेहतरीन निशानी है, एक पहचान है। और एक सभ्य समाज में, सिविलाइज्ड समाज में, डेवलप्ड सोसाइटी में आपस में मिलकर के काम करने की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है। मैं अकेले से ये कहूँ कि एज ए पुलिस फोर्स हम सब कुछ करेंगे, आपकी जरूरत नहीं है तो वो बहुत गलत होगा। और आप भी अकेले अकेले चलेंगे तो उस सफलता तक या उस मायने तक नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे जो एक राष्ट्र उम्मीद करता है। एक समाज की एक दृष्टिकोण के साथ, एक निश्चित एक विजन के साथ काम करने का जो एक एक्सपेक्टेशन है, उस तक पहुंचने के लिए हम दोनों को साथ मिलकर के काम करने की जरूरत है।
29 Battalion BSF, under the supervision of the sector Headquarter BSF CI, also distributed plastic bucket, plastic mugs and other household items to Caramel Jyoti Orphanage home at Luang Shangband under its civic action program. Speaking on the sideline, Commandant of 29th Battalion BSF SS Sonam Chering assured to provide all necessary items to the orphanage, while also carrying out similar humanitarian services at other places of the state. Superintendent of the orphanage Sister Marine thanked the Civic Action Program for the help. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on locals putting a ban on the private mini water suppliers from the pumping water from the Iril River. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Unique Net Academy. Admission opened. Laliba March Kulhumdoidagi NEET UG 2023 class close. Nungtilgi Pung Anidagi Taruk Fawba Hobjiragani. Class Amada Supnatagi Satra Kuntraga Nitoi Katamak Famduna. Up-to-date study materials, doubt clearing classes, Amadi Sunday test, Tamduna Satra Singbook NEET exam Gitamak prepare Tawjuriba institution ni. NEET 2022 da 450 plus 40 plus Amadi 350 plus Panglaklaba General OBC Scheduled Caste Scheduled Tribes Amadi 2022 board exam gi meritorious students Singidamak free shift Hamjuri Amadi hostel gi khudong chaba su pichiri hena ku pamorol gi damak Segarot Konjing Hajari Laikai opposite Sangai Express Laiba Aikoi office Lengshin Biratuna Khangbi Yagani.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok jare, Haidiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing, mafam asida pangbigani, ngasi maglangsing birau, Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Tangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin. Moving on with our bulletin, in the wake of water scarcity in the state, people residing along the Iril River have imposed restrictions on private mini water suppliers from pumping water from the Iril River. The prevailing situation is in dire need of government's intervention to prevent any unwanted incidents. Impact News reporter Khetrimayum Premchand and camera person L. Kavi Chandra bring you a special report.
Iril River has been serving as the source of government's water supply scheme. However, state government had already stopped supplying water of Iril to people as the river water had dried off. On the other hand, private mini water suppliers have been putting all possible efforts to supply water of Iril to people. On the backdrop of water shortage issue facing by the state, 6 local clubs including Top Youth Club in Imphal East District has banned private mini water supply schemes located along the bank of Iril River in Top Makhalaikai Mayai Lekai and Awang Lekai. The restriction was imposed to take action to provide water to a large number of people with the little available water of Iril River.
TYC, the SHAC, ISHA, YDC, the NNC, OPA, Akoi Taru, Club Taruk Punjalaga, Koina, Narang, the Gay, Singamba, Mini Water Supply, Sing Chingiva, Engine Sing, Lochin Kakare, Mampanamak Sizam in Jahadina, Koina, Soka Sokolaga, Lakai, Museum, Sokapa, Aduga, Lamlonde Lapiva, Sinap, Simazum, Soka, Sizam in Nava Hadina, Koina Kaga, Luna Nana, Tamji, Lady Bakarasi, the Hadina, Koina, Namjava, Akoi, Kaloki, Letterhead Yauraga, Koina, Hana Toromiva, Mini Water Supply, Singazi, Stoke the Koina Tamjare, Club Cloki, Letterhead Yauraga, Koina Club Amada, Koina Husi, Mam Kaga, or Jamina Siadina, Vijay. Aduga thodo watho deba karma yaugana adugi ju baton don magi proof ama piraga phone number ni khangde proof ama yauga hen bai sing du akoi huji ngasi mari mangani jidagi akoi kanna pida jare akoi sing je hanagi imai akoi normally sing chingba yabagi condition yoroktri bokti akoi mathak ta sita ujari ba je akoi gi engine ngarang ching loi ching khala bane adugi phibam do laktri bokti akoi sing amta bija gi roi adu leiri ba khara jidi mini water supply jida akoi na hong aga mafam je adugi mati akoi moi tare nipa le ba sing mini water supply tawri je akoi na no mo gi amana mafam amada piraga club singdagi sing gari manga mu piba adu ngasi pigi do mu lolaga adu mathangi da mu round surrounding sim taran wide cheren wise da sum la ga adu gi di sum leiri ba khara je ching khalaga luhalaga di mayam gi pina ba sem sana stock taro thamjari haitar.
Private mini water supply schemes have been taking various measures to provide water to people, and they have been providing water to people. As the water scarcity deepens in the states, restriction had been imposed on private mini water suppliers from drawing water from Iril with an intention to sap the river water, and imposing such restriction could possibly create ruckus among the people.
Engine loina thangatana adumai tawna singdi singbiranu isingji leitre akoi meyam pulap nangidanate aigidanate loina wanaragani aduna atopa laiba mi singjizu akoi makoina laaga akoi khitat logjage haibada makoi tawraga tulu tawra singbada akodi ayaba dum pisi aduga karigumba sidaida khana chainaba haibabu tasengnana akoi gi Porompa rota leiriba asaida leiriba kongpan wangai asaiba yauna lakpani na makoi noi sorokta lakpa yaro angang school bok thara anu koi thingani haigale adagi atopa ama awang thang bada muk leiriba koi gi GP manung di challe haraga akoi gi water mini water supply tawriba imung sing akoi changjeruba maton driver sing dun ising du phangro na pakhata driver sing ga akoi go ina mayok na raga khanare noi ni engine je thangkat pada akoi noi case tawni police na phani ga haiba siba bu yongna rabani na aduna akoi masi sarkar gi maigeda athuba matamda tasengna na hoji ikang tho e ising leitre mathangi lakpada su sidai hen ikang tholok pa yai maram aduna sarkar gi maigedi athuba matam toren khongnong tikpiu matek dam mache charaga ngasai sarkar na piba ngamaktaba matamda akoi gi mini water supply singina piriba se asugum na piba ngamna na sarkar maigeda akoi athuba tawbi haiba wafam jina I thamjani gi.
On the other hand, people in the state question the government for stopping its water supply scheme when private mini water supply schemes are still giving water to the masses despite that the rivers in Manipur have dried up.
Akoigi mini water supply signang amaga moina karigi ngamoi dono habi posu wakhanju lai manamdi akoigi masa na paisa puthok sadana hona jaraga praja mayam da yohon madingam banina government ju madugi poto phajana thawa yawn hona biga di ngamngani hana khanjai iringi top khonang makhongi water supply gi mana kini masi uji leiriba khoige laikai asi uji sidagi di ising di lokhatlaga pugraga aduga hairiba jaga si toti ekhoine hek khangakpadagi ai isaji sahi jangkhai suramane logjai adubu aine hek gyan tarakpadagi toti haiba pose masi chaba phangba udri.
In view of the alarming situation of water shortage crisis, government must take long-term measures and plans to prevent water scarcity and public outrage during every dry season in the state. With camera person L. Kabichandra, this is Ketamayum Premchand reporting for Impact News, Imphal.
Welcome back. Kangembam Hari Priyari, a student of a battled English school, has not received her admit card despite filling the form for a Class 10 exam of the BOSEMT. The father of the student had raised the matter to both BOSEMT and the school. However, they failed to address the issue faced by the students. Development and Protection United Voluntary Organization, an apex body of Nambold Circle, had come out with a strong warning and said that both board and school should be held responsible for any bad things that happened to the student. Speaking to media person, General Secretary of the organization, Netaji Thokchom, said when the organization inquired, it was found that a total of 95 students from the battled English schools, including Kangembam Hari Priyari, had filed the form for appearing in Class 10 examination. However, Hari Priyari did not receive her admit card and she was not given any reason for not giving her the admit card.
Homlap tahudaba student singduga haiba matam sana homlap tahuraba aduga loinana koi matam sana tahuraba aduga portal da su thoiba 95 to including haiba sithariba imika sithariba mayusi yauna tawbanina koi aduga issue singduga punsan laga punsan dabida koi se haiba nupi masa singda makta yenga kanda special koi gonoma sinbira kana pekha thanju
20 mamang akoi news se lising pununga yawdini matam da akoi paikha thabami masini kaya yawngam lising hupun pataga tharam Housing is simple time to handle it was Central Water, the company, Kari Chalino, I would come be the Vaneva. Sally Papa Shadow Company among Natarava. Adu Sumoy come be the Vaneva. Adu Sundan Gandra, Patramaki, Punsiga, Pashaka Sangan, but the Automatic Pende.
Manipur Science and Technology Council Mastic and Vigyan Prasar VP SDT New Delhi jointly kickstarted a 3-day workshop for science teachers in hill districts in Manipur. Science and Technology Minister T.H. Vishwajit, who attended the opening program, said that teaching methods is one of the factors for students taking interest in learning science subject. He stressed that science is applicable in one's day-to-day life and that there will be no technology without science. Minister Vishwajit underlined on giving awareness to young students on the importance of science. He also expressed concerns that there are less number of people studying technical engineering from hill areas of Manipur due to lack of interest in science subject. Science and Technology Commissioner Mutum Yaskul, Director Homilal Hongre and Dr. Eld Menakatan of Mastic graced the event. The workshop will continue till 19th of March.
Proportionally as per Magi Reba, systematically Dr. Singsti medical science that we do today. So you got Jumganita Aquina, Samana technical engineering report the Jingdi Topose, young one, Sikari, because they do not want science subjects. See, while I think my lady, sustainable, development, instead of more science, at the same time, science means education.
3-day training program of CPEC on the topic business development, profit planning and diversification concluded today at Kakching, Chumang and Kakching district. The training program was organized by Institute of Cooperative Management Imphal under the sponsorship of NABARD Manipur Regional Office. President of the Manipur State Cooperative Bank Limited, P. Ranjit, Director of Institute of Corporation Management Imphal, Khoichung Rangmalian, Board of Management of the Manipur State Cooperative Bank Limited, Konthau Jamd Manihar, were among the eminent persons who graced the closing function. In view of the pending work for financial year 2022-2023, all government offices, public sector undertakings, corporations, autonomous bodies and societies will not get off days on March 18 and March 25, which are Saturdays. The message was notified by Secretariat, General Administration Department, Record and Library Section, Government of Manipur. District Administration Jiribam today organized the 9th Miyamgi Numit People's Day at DC Complex Chingdong Leikai, Jiribam. Jiribam DC W Malamngan Chenglei IAS Additional DC Jameson Hang Singh MCS SDO Sagol Sent Indrajit MCS and other district level officers of the various departments attended the event. Altogether 22 departments, which includes education as social welfare, fishery, horticulture and soil conservation, agriculture, sericulture, MSPD, CL, PWD, CAF and PD and veterinary and animal husbandry opened their stalls for delivering public services and public grievances. Some of these services includes distributions of library book for high school and higher secondary school, free school uniforms for 2023 academic sessions for class 1 to 8 and science kits to 3 schools under Samagra Siksha through Journaled Education Officer, Jiribam by Education as Department. The District Hill Leaders and Miyamgi Numit for March 2023 was also held at Multipurpose Hall Mini Secretariat DC Complex, Chandal today. As a part of today's program, an awareness program on food fortifications was organized at the venue by the Department of Food Safety, Chandal. Speaking to media person at the District Food Safety Officer, Chandal, Brojendro said that such awareness programs will be organized in different parts of the district. 3 FSI registration certificates were also distributed to the FBS. Additional Deputy Commissioner of Chandal, Mohammad Firoj Khan, gave away various items to beneficiaries under various schemes of different departments. Under the Agriculture Department, Knapsack sprayer and micronutrients were distributed to the beneficiaries. Health, social welfare, agriculture, ICDS and all the other departments of the district rendered services to many individuals of the district. Free medical checkups were also conducted by the health department at the venue. Applications of the various issues related to developmental works and others were received for necessary actions. SDOs, DLOs and other officials of the district attended the program. District Administration Ukhrul held District Hill Leaders Day and Miyamgi Numit today at DRDO Hall in Ukhrul District. Various departments of the Manipur government participated in the occasion. Under the Education Department, Ukhrul District Additional Deputy Commissioner Chunglangmang Kipgend during the program distributed school uniforms to 26 different schools of Ukhrul districts. District Administration Tamenglong organized Hill Leaders Day and Miyamgi Numit at Mini Secretariat Auditorium of Tamenglong District Headquarters today. Deputy Commissioner Pawan Yadav along with district-level officers attended to the queries and complaints brought up by the people. Benefits under various schemes were also made available to people on the occasion. COVID vaccination along with a health check-up camp was also held as part of the program. Vishnupur District Administration also carried out Miyamgi Numit event at Panchayat Record Center in the Mini Secretariat Vishnupur District. The event was conducted under the leadership of Vishnupur District Deputy Commissioner Lorembam Vikas. CMHT card, labor card, widow pension, old age pension and ration card were also distributed to 140 beneficiaries during the Miyamgi Numit. A poetry book titled Tureldi Khag Motte, written by Birendrajit Naurem, was released by Manipur University's Professor Polem Navachandra today during a program organized by PS Publication at the Manipur Hindi Parisat Hall in Old Assembly Road. Speaking on the occasion, Professor Polem Navachandra lauded the role of PS Publication for setting up many libraries in the name of late Joy Chandra and also for bringing various publications. Professor Nahakpam Aruna of Manipur University also attended the program. A film screening program on the themed tribal empowerment was held as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The Ideal Teachers Training Academy ITTA Sajiwa organized a film screening program under the directions of National Council of Teacher Education. 2 documentaries based on tribal empowerment were showcased during the program. Teacher trainees along with the faculties of the college took part in the discussion that followed after the screening of the film. Ethno Heritage Council Harikon condoled the demise of Khangembam Savitri, who during her lifetime had played a vital role in leading the Manipuri Women's Society in Assam. Reserve Bank Governor Shaktikant Das has received the Governor of the Year 2023 award by the International Publications Central Banking. He has been given the award for steering the financial markets through multiple crises, including the pandemic and the inflations due to the war in Ukraine. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Shaktikant Das on getting the Governor of the Year award. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said it is a matter of immense pride for the country that Shaktikant Das has been conferred with the award. Now the news from the world of sports. In the Reliance Foundation Development Journal League Classic Football Academy, Chingmairong defeated Social Development Club Samuro 5-0 in the 7th league match played today at the Loitang Football Arena of Classic Football Academy. Classic Football Academy's Serto Wardneyland Kom secured 2 goals in 17 and 36 minutes, while H. Tomba as Brajeswar and Tongmin Say Kipgan secured 1 goal each in 5th, 55th and 64th minute of the match. In the 8th league match, PLL Churachandpur and SAIRC ended in the draw of 2 each. 8 renowned football clubs in Manipur are competing in the league being organized under the aegis of All Manipur Football Academy. Wafa Wangoy and F4C will lock horns in the 9th league match. Poloi Football Club will play SDC in the 10th league match on March 19. Imphal Riding Club will clash with Chinkai Hunba Polo Club in the final of a 2nd State Women's Polo Tournament. In the first semi-final match played today at Mapal Kangjebung, Imphal Riding Club Tres MPSC Polo teamed by 20 goals to 2. For Imphal Riding Club, the KH Deventi secured 8 goals, while Amd Priya secured 7 goals and Amd Brijenti contributed 3 goals, with KH Habi and Haizend adding 1 each to set up the big win. In the second semi-final match, Chinkai Hunba Polo Club conventionally defeated Laman Polo Club 14-0 to enter the final of the tournament. Neelu Rajkumari secured 6 goals in the match. The final match will be played on March 19 at 1:30 p.m. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. State Cabinet decides to conduct local bodies election excluding Imphal Municipal Corporation on June 5 and Panchayat election on June 26. Governor Sushri Anushriya Uike launched a 3-day international conference on natural farming for revitalizing environment and resilient agriculture at College of Agriculture CAU Imphal. JAC and 6 women's organizations demand Manipur government to hand over AK Nonganba's murder case to National Investigation Agency by March 20 as warns of intense agitation. And 13th Assam Rifle Team arrested 2 miscreants with suspected heroin number 4 worth around 5 crore 2,80,000 rupees on international market at the Tuman Dung checkpost. Thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time to Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
ningsingzaba customer singna matam sangna sizinabiriba asigu